der Felix Hohlmann.
Hey, Chris. Pleasure. Hey. Hey, Kayla. Hey. Ciao. Nice to meet you. Hey. Hey, pleasure to meet you. Yes, I put it here. I need a scale below. That's why there's a scale. Sorry,
just a little.
yeah. I need to measure it. I'm sorry.
that's-
You will see why.
Okay. So that's hot.
That's hot, yeah. And I give you 20 from each cup. It's from each vessel. That's right.
You have the cold one as well.
Yeah, that's on my card over there. That's also hot
Okay.
because we have 3 judges.
Okay.
Got this one.
Cool. Thank
There we go.
Whenever you're ready, start.
Okay. You good? You ready? Perfect. So then let's start. So who of you have been to camping? Any one of you? Yes? Nice. So I've been in camping 4 weeks ago. And then I got a call phone from a friend and he told me there are not enough competitors for this Brewers Cup. And I was doing my coffee as I do it every way and I thought, okay, I've been on this stage a couple of times and I will do it on stage, what I do on my camping trip every now and then when I do it. So please imagine we are on the campsite in Scotland and as you can smell, somebody burned already his pizza. So, but no worries, we will have a delicious coffee. And the coffee I will serve you today is a coffee which I know for 10 years. It was the first coffee I really fell in love with. And yeah, maybe you will remember it's a coffee from Kenya. It's washed coffee and it's coming from the Nyeri region. It's grown on 1,800 meters and it's the factory where it's processed is called Ichamama. The varieties are mainly SL28 and SL36. Yes. So this coffee I will present you today is roasted on a roaster 4 days ago. With a roasting time of 7 minutes and the development has been 50 seconds. So I also give you some specs about my water. I'm using Lauretana, which is Europe's softest mineral water. And yes, so I will get brew it. And first of all, I will explain you my dripper. Because my dripper, you can buy it at the Coop. It's only 5 minutes away from here. And it's the classical, really, that's the classical dripper, not the V form. This is the classical one. This is formed by the Melita lady, I don't know, 130 years ago. I only did 2 things. I opened these holes a little bit bigger, so, as you can see here, and I add another one to then don't have a vacuum down there, so the flow is pretty good. Okay. I would start my water here. The amount of coffee I'm using today is 16.5 grams of coffee. And as you all know, when we are going for traveling or for camping, we don't want to have a lot of stuff with that, so we do everything without scales. Because in the end, it's grounded coffee and hot water. So I let the water boil and then wait for 1 minute. After this minute, I will do one constantly pour in circular motions, and the extraction times will be around 1 minute and 25. So, what can you expect from a coffee like this? It's a coffee from Kenya. So, you were getting in the aroma rosehip, lime, and pomegranate juice. So after my 250 water, I give it a stir for 5 times, and now it just drops down. So what do you get in the flavors? Is hibiscus. You're getting lime juice, which also reminds me a bit of a lemon iced tea. When the coffee is getting colder, you're also getting notes of raspberries. And as cooler it gets, you're more getting flavor of rooibos tea. So the aftertaste reminds me of the Barolo I drank yesterday, next side to the next camper on the fire. So it's a bit, it's like this long tannin aftertaste we have if we have a very thick and heavy wet wine. So the acidity is citric, it's tartaric, and it's phosphoric. And for me, it's really complex, and I really like this acidity. So the gas went off. That happens when you go camping. You all know. So just need another wait a second. So I can go on. So what I really like about this coffee is this rosehip note and these raspberry notes. That's overall for me like this reminds me always, okay, Ichamama is back. We have the coffee back in stock. So I'm going to stir the coffee for you, that you can assess the aroma, but please don't drink it yet. Here you go. Here you go. And we have to wait a second, but your coffee is just coming. So as you maybe if you maybe noticed, what we usually do on this stage is that we link every information I gave you about the farm and about the water and the roasting will be linked to some of the flavor descriptors. But I didn't this today. Why? Because I really don't know which effect has what. And to be honest, I think most of the things which have been told on world stages are just guesses. And if I don't know, I don't tell it. You get all the information and you can make out of it whatever you like. So now here your coffee. Yes. So the only thing I missed is to mention the process. Of course, the coffee has picked, depulped, then it has been soaked, has been washed, and then soaked in fermentation in water tanks for 18 hours. And after 1 day, it has been washed again and then dried on the African beds, which we all know. So maybe to close with, coffee is so simple, and I don't like it to make it too complicated. So it's grounded coffee, it's hot water, and just pour it over it with a relationship of coffee to water which makes sense, and then it's a tasty coffee. So it was my pleasure to be here with you, and I say time.
Applaus für Felix Hohlmann und seine spannende Präsentation. Lieber Felix, komm nach vorne. Alter Hase, oder?
Ein bisschen platt, ne?
Da bin ich platt. Was soll man da sagen? Nein, natürlich, ich kenne ja deine Konzepte schon ein Momentchen. War für mich ja nichts Neues, oder?
Das stimmt. Hat es ähnlich auch schon mal gegeben.
Genau, erinnert mich ganz grob so an deine, was war das, die zweite Präsentation,
Ja,
die
genau.
wir von dir damals gesehen haben, oder?
Ja, genau, ja. Aber da hatte ich immerhin noch manuelle Früchtewagen.
Genau, stimmt.
Genau.
Wie bist du auf das Konzept gekommen?
Ja, also ich meine, alle, die Meisterschaften der Schweiz verfolgen, haben erlebt, dass es dieses Jahr relativ wenig Teilnehmer gab. 2 Freunde von mir haben sich lange darauf vorbereitet hier drauf und es wäre einfach sehr schade gewesen, wenn die Meisterschaft nicht hätte stattgefunden. Und dann habe ich gesagt, komm, ich springe ins kalte Wasser und mache das. Und deswegen bin ich heute hier gewesen und habe das gemacht. Und ja, wie gesagt, ich war im Urlaub mit meinem roten Camper und da brühe ich auch jeden Tag Kaffee und das habe ich dann quasi jetzt hier auf die Bühne gebracht.
Sehr schön. Also einmal mehr wieder sehr amüsant und trotzdem natürlich sehr fachkundig und so wie ich das verstanden habe, auch relativ spontan natürlich mit deinem Wissen trotzdem glänzen konntest, oder? Also auch schon Routine, das machst du ja nicht das erste Mal. Also.
Das stimmt, ja, genau.
Klar. Nein, also darum auch nochmals der Aufruf an alle hier und zu Hause. Wir werden demnächst dann auch schon das nächste Meisterschaft oder die nächsten Meisterschaft ansagen, damit wir auch mit Garantie im nächsten Jahr genügend Teilnehmer habt. Also wenn ihr jetzt das Gefühl habt, ich bin der nächste Felix Hohlmann, dann unbedingt
besser nicht,
mitmachen.
aber unbedingt auch von mir.
Lieber Felix, du musst kurz.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Danke. So, ja, von mir auf jeden Fall auch. Also wenn jemand mitmachen möchte, geht auf die lokalen Röstereien zu, die helfen euch auf jeden Fall. Ihr könnt mich ansprechen, ihr könnt den Philipp ansprechen. Es gibt immer noch genug Verrückte, die das cool finden, euch auch dazu unterstützen, wenn ihr das noch nie gemacht habt. Also einfach mutig sein und ja, einfach hier auf die Bühne gehen und das machen.
Genau. Wie man sieht, kann man das auch mit sehr viel Humor und der genügenden Prise an Know-how natürlich dann auch machen, oder? Und darum vielen herzlichen Dank und großen Applaus für Felix Hohlmann.